Before you move to Saraland, Alabama, let's talk about something that nobody puts in those pretty relocation videos, and that's healthcare. Saraland does not have a full hospital inside the city limits, and if you have kids, aging parents, or medical needs, that sounds like a big red flag. But the real story is more nuanced, and it is changing quickly. I'm Kelly Salter with Camellia Real Estate Group, brokered by eXp Realty, and I grew up here in Saraland. And now that I'm back home helping families move to the area, I can tell you this: healthcare access is part of the relocation conversation. People want to know where the closest emergency care is. They want to know how far they are from the hospital. They want to know where they can go for urgent care, primary care, imaging, specialist, surgery, and higher level care if something very serious happens. And Saraland has changed a lot in that area. While Saraland does not have a traditional full-service inpatient hospital sitting in the middle of town, that's not the whole story anymore. Saraland now has Mobile Infirmary Emergency Saraland, which is a freestanding emergency room. That means that residents in Saraland and surrounding North Mobile County have a 24-hour emergency care much closer to home than we used to. Mobile Infirmary Emergency is located off of I-65 at exit 13 near Highway 158, and Infirmary Health describes it as a facility dedicated to 24-hour emergent care, complete with an imaging center. This is a major quality of life upgrade because in an emergency, time really matters. You do not want to be sitting there thinking, do we drive all the way to Mobile? Do we wait? Is this serious enough? Having emergency care in Saraland gives families another layer of confidence. Mobile Infirmary Emergency was opened specifically to better serve North Mobile County and the surrounding communities. Infirmary Health says the growing number of families in this area can save important driving time in an emergency by receiving care here in Saraland. That is exactly the point. Saraland has grown. North Mobile County has become more attractive to families, commuters, retirees, and people who want access to Mobile without directly living in Mobile. And as growth has moved north, healthcare is following. Mobile Infirmary putting a freestanding emergency department in Saraland says something about where this area is headed. It's no longer just a bedroom community north of Mobile, it is a growing regional hub. From a real estate perspective, buyers are not just buying house. They're buying access to schools, roads, grocery stores, recreation, and access to emergency care. Healthcare is absolutely part of that equation. People confuse these all the time, so let me be clear before we go further. A freestanding emergency department is not the same thing as urgent care. Urgent care is usually for non-life-threatening issues like minor issues, basic injuries, flu, testing, physicals, things that are not true emergencies. A freestanding emergency department is designed for emergency care. Infirmary Health describes emergency medicine as immediate evaluation, care, stabilization, and disposition for serious or life-threatening illnesses or injuries. If you have chest pain, stroke symptoms, severe breathing problems, major trauma, or something that feels life-threatening, call 911. Don't decide based on this YouTube video. But for the real estate conversation, the important thing is that Saraland has a 24 hours a day, 7 days a week emergency care option right here in the community. And that's a very, very different answer than Saraland had years ago. The emergency department is not the only medical draw. The Shell Street area has become an important healthcare location here in Saraland. Infirmary Medical Plaza is located there, and Infirmary Health lists services including cancer care, imaging and diagnostic services, orthopedics, primary care, stroke, hematology, and oncology as the services. That matters because not every healthcare need is an emergency. Sometimes you need imaging, maybe lab work. Sometimes you need primary care doctor. Sometimes you need an orthopedic doctor. Sometimes you need follow-up care without having to drive deep into Mobile. Infirmary Health has also opened the Saraland Surgery Center, an approximately 23,000 square foot center with 4 operating rooms and 2 procedure rooms here on Shell Street. Outpatient surgery access closer to North Mobile County makes life easier for patients and for families. You're not always navigating downtown or West Mobile for every single procedure, appointment, or follow-up. More healthcare infrastructure in Saraland means more convenience for those of us who live here. Saraland also has urgent care and walk-in clinic options. American Family Care in Saraland lists services including primary care, vaccinations, physicals, labs, and immediate medical care. Mobile Urgent Care has a Saraland clinic on Shelton Beach Road with weekday and weekend hours listed. Your baby wakes up with a fever. Somebody needs a sports physical. You need a test, but it's not hospital level. Having an urgent care option in town makes day-to-day life so much easier. And that is one of the things that separates a growing community from a place that still feels dependent on the larger city for literally everything. For buyers who ask how far they are from a full hospital, here is the honest answer. From Saraland, you have several hospital options in the broader Mobile area. Mobile Infirmary is a major one that people usually think of. It's Infirmary Health's flagship hospital in Mobile, founded in 1910 with about 700 beds. It includes cardiovascular services, cancer care, rehabilitation, long-term acute care, and other major services. Mobile Infirmary is about 8 miles from Saraland. Spring Hill Medical Center is about 9 miles from Saraland. Providence Hospital is about 12 miles, and the University of South Alabama Hospital is also in Mobile, is the region's Level 1 trauma center. Providence is a full-service hospital with 24/7 emergency care and a Level 3 trauma center. The real answer is you have emergency care in Saraland, full-service hospitals within a reasonable drive, and multiple health systems nearby depending on your specific medical needs. This is a strong position for a city that still gives people a smaller community lifestyle. If you're comparing neighborhoods in Saraland or Greater Mobile County and healthcare access is on your checklist, reach out. I can walk you through which areas are closest to what you need so that you can start narrowing down your search. Families with young children want to know where they can go after hours. Retirees want to know how close they are to specialists and hospitals. Veterans may want to know how far they are from VA services and major medical care. People with chronic conditions want to know whether they're going to be driving 45 minutes every time they need an appointment. And adult children helping parents move closer to them often ask about emergency access before they even start asking about restaurants or shopping. That is why healthcare is part of the relocation conversation, because peace of mind is part of home. When you know where to go, when you know what's close, and when you understand how the area is laid out, you feel more confident choosing a neighborhood. Here is the simple version. Saraland does not have a traditional inpatient hospital inside the city, but it does have Mobile Infirmary Emergency Saraland, a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week freestanding emergency department right off the interstate. It has a growing medical presence around Shell Street. It has urgent care and primary care options, and it has access to major full-service hospitals in Mobile. Always verify your specific healthcare needs and options with your own provider. This video is meant to give you the lay of the land, not be medical advice. But from a quality of life perspective, Saraland has come a long way. Families want convenience. They want peace of mind. They want to know if something happens, they are not far from help. And for a growing Mobile County community, that matters. I'm Kelly Salter with Camellia Real Estate Group, brokered by eXp Realty. And if you're thinking about moving to Saraland, Satsuma, or anywhere in Mobile County, reach out. We'll help you understand the neighborhoods, the schools, the commute, the healthcare access, and the lifestyle so that you can choose the right place with confidence.